Good evening. I am coming to you once again from Punta del Este, Uruguay for day one of the 8th regional platform for disaster risk management in Latin America and the Caribbean. World leaders have agreed that it is important to highlight technology in terms of a comprehensive approach to disaster risk management. In fact, the Sendai Framework states that the first step towards creating effective management and policies is understanding thoroughly the risks that we face. And that can be done in today's time through the dissemination of science-based methodologies and tools. In a world where hazards are imminent and ever increasing, information is power. Understanding the disaster risk we face is the first step to effectively decrease those risks. Strengthening risk governance and investing in its reduction follows along with preparedness. Technology and science are now critical components in the preservation of lives and resources where disasters are concerned. Alejandro Maldonado is the founder of a software company for disaster risk reduction.
Okay, well, we can begin with the priorities established in the Sendai Framework. You know that the first priority you have is that you have to know knowledge. So here, information is a powerful tool for knowledge, for sharing information. So the first priority you have is that you have to be aware of your risks and you have to have this knowledge. Well, there you go. Technology facilitates a couple of things. First of all, the gathering of information. Second, you need verified information. And third, you have to share that information, that verified information, with people. And here, technology is a very strong, powerful ally that we have.
From mapping software that identifies at-risk or the most vulnerable communities to information software and communication software, all these developments have been game changers. UNDRR has created a space at the 8th regional platform for disaster risk management in Latin America and the Caribbean for developers to display scientific and technological advances in the field.
So at Monday.com, what we do is we have a platform to manage any process and workflow and project and data repository, collaborate between teams, and it's really all digitized, super automatic and easy to use. So for example, we just worked in 2 hurricanes in parallel, one in Florida and one in Puerto Rico. In both cases, we're really to go to the communities. The organizations we worked with had tons of volunteers. They just send out the volunteers to the communities with simple forms on their phone to collect data in real time from people, ask questions, answer all these questions, fill out the forms. The information immediately flew to a centralized location. We're all sitting in a car on a computer and saw all the data really coming in real time, and then we were able to immediately see which neighborhoods were more affected, where there's more vulnerable populations, where there's a higher concentration of children, and respond directly on the spot and raise funds directly from the car to those specific locations. So it's like, for us, it's a game changer.
Inclusion is an often overlooked but key component to disaster risk reduction within Latin America and the Caribbean. Based on the premise that human interaction with the ecosystem creates the risk we face, everyone must be included in the education process. This includes advocacy for people with disabilities. Today, a number of educational tools for persons with disabilities were on display. For generations, disaster management was focused primarily on responding to the disasters and rebuilding. A great emphasis is now being placed on anticipatory actions. The Anticipation Hub, through the German Red Cross, is taking the lead in this regard.
Of course, the Anticipation Hub is not a building. It's a group of people that are based all over the world in different kind of continents. Which brings it to me and the team with whom I'm working. We are supporting countries and Red Cross national societies to set up anticipation mechanisms in their own country context. Basically, to go and see what should be done on a science, on a political, and on a practitioner's level to make sure that early actions can happen ahead of the crisis and not right after. This anticipation approach can strengthen the community resilience for families and for communities when they need it the most.
As we have reported, Latin America and the Caribbean are among the regions in the world with the least investment in technological and scientific solutions to disaster risk reduction. The tools presented here are among a large pool of options available to the region.
So it's critical, the topic, to be discussed here in the platform, but we need to move forward and go deeper in terms of the debate at the national and sub-regional level. It's critical, otherwise we won't be the results that we are aiming in this event.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.